Can I build a hammock from Home Depot for cheaper than I can buy one? Let's find out.
First, we had to set a baseline, so we asked ChatGPT what the average price of a hammock was. On the low end, it looked like $25. I had to double check on Amazon, and their best-selling hammock was $30 minus tax. So I set the baseline at $30. I got one of these that cost me $11. Two of these cost me $8. And one of these things was only $4.
4 simple supplies.
Coming out to a grand total of $25.87.
And now we try to build it.
I was a bit worried about the tarp being too small because it was only 6 by 8 feet, so I had to lay it out and see how it felt. But after laying the whole thing out, then laying back on it, it seemed like this tarp was going to be big enough. On to the next step. I then took the tarp and folded it in such a way that on either end, all the eyelets met up in the middle, and then I took the 2 carabiners I purchased and ran the carabiner through all the eyelets, basically creating 2 points of contact that can attach to a tree. I was starting to feel good about my progress.
Alright, now I just gotta cut some rope, and let's hope this works.
I cut the rope right down the middle so there's equal lengths on either side of the hammock, and I wouldn't have any trouble stringing it up in a tree. I tied a few double knots to either end, and we were ready to go.
Good old-fashioned double knot.
Luckily, there's a perfect spot in my backyard to test out my makeshift hammock. So I got to work stringing it up between the 2 trees, and within a few minutes, voila.
The moment we've all been waiting for. We're gonna try to string that a little bit higher real quick. All right, take 2. I hear something ripping. This is not good.
I had to do one more test, so I raised the hammock even higher and did a take 3.
All right, take 3. Take 3. Fully strung up. Something just popped.
Upon further inspection, the eyelets of the tarp did not hold up and got completely ripped out on my own weight.
The tarp was not strong enough, and we got to go back to the drawing board.